welcome back.
It makes me sad. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Welcome back to the MMcast Monday Night Live CoMMander stream. I'm your host, Alex Kessler, with my co-host, Ben Bateman, who's sleeping up his deck.
Everybody.
As always, he didn't do his homework ahead of time.
Totally did my homework. You're a fool.
Today we have wonderful, awesome friends and guests. We have Jules Robbins and Shivam Bhatt on the mic, camera, podcast. This isn't a podcast. Whatever we're doing here, hanging out and playing CoMMander.
Literally
Hi,
everything
friends.
but the camera mic podcast.
Yeah, there's no podcast. No one can see anyone. But we are playing CoMMander. Hi, friends.
Hello.
I'll wave this way.
We have people in chat. Hi, House of Cards. How many people are watching? I always can't see that. I have to go to Twitch on my phone.
I'm just trying to decide what to cut for Deep Forest Hermit.
Yeah, so I realized we were just like all kind of pseudo deck teching our decks privately, and normally we have to do that anyways at the beginning of a show. So I figured we'd go live and talk about what we're doing. And Shivam just asked Jules what Jules is playing. So Jules, can you feel free to introduce yourself, say hi to everybody, and then tell us what deck you're playing.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Jules Robbins. I work at Wizards of the Coast on the design team. I'm the Red Council of Colors member and was lead set designer on CoMMander Legends and Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. So today I'm playing. Yeah, thanks. Well, hopefully on number 2. We haven't really gotten there yet.
I mean, you got me writing essays on Twitter. What else do you want?
Much appreciated. Yeah, today I'm playing Borca, because this was the first CoMMander Legends legend that I tried to build a constructed deck around back when we were kicking off our very first constructed testing internally. And gonna exile some cards in all sorts of wacky ways and hopefully hit people for some damage.
I thought you were just playing Borca to flex on Shivam, who normally is like my go-to Boros person.
I literally have one Boros deck, and it's my Soldiers deck. It is like medium at best. Every other deck I play is like green-based. I don't know how I got saddled with Boros, man, but like, I love Boros decks, but I've only got one, and it's not even a real Boros deck. It's a mono-white that's got red splashes because of Assembled Legion. That's all. I needed to make this clear.
All I know is you
emphatically
did it to yourself. And Shivam, introduce yourself to the internet and future watchers, as well as what you
Who's
are.
That asshole?
What you are playing.
Yeah. So, hi, I'm Shivam. I host a podcast called Casual Magic. It comes out every Tuesday. 3 of these 4 gents have been on it. Jules, looking at you. And then I'm also a member of the CoMMander Advisory Group, so it's my job to know all about CoMMander and tell the bosses what to do about it. I'm playing Nethroi today because I love this deck. It was built off of a boxing league deck that we did where we took a single sealed box, built a deck out of it, and I used Ikoria, and it was super duper fun. And so I've just taken that deck, expanded it, and put in my favorite Abzan cards. And here we are. What I'm trying to figure out, though, is whether I should be replacing Damnation with Dam.
Ooh, yes. If you're not going to play both, it's a def upgrade.
If I'm not what?
If you're not going to play both, like Damnation and Dam together is better than one by themselves. But if you are choosing one or the other, Dam is an upgrade.
I love the Art of Damnation, and I'm like, oh.
But the Art of Dam is the Art of Damnation. And Wrath of God.
But it's not the big black moon.
Doesn't it have it?
I should find room for Dam in here somewhere, but I like all the other cards. Maybe I'd have to get rid of Huntmaster Liger or something like that. That card is medium.
Oh, it's just
This is basically a mutate deck.
When people ask where Shivam's quest began to change the CoMMander format deck size to 101 cards, go look at this video.
Oh, it became... No, what it should be is 102 cards, because that's how many sleeves come in a friggin' packet of sleeves.
It was confirmed to me by you, Alex, right, that playing Insurrection and Digital Magic is stupid, right?
You are not good at it. I mean that with kindness.
You're a jerk. I'll take it out. I'll take it out.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially with the deck that Shivam is playing, which is
like Mutate Town.
Well, it's just like your main goal is to have a lot of different creatures in play that all do things that Ben would have to keep track of. And Insurrection, yes, it is hard to do on Digital Magic for people that like are prepared.
Yeah, because
or play quickly.
I am mumbly. I get it.
Well, because like my creatures are going to be like having 12 abilities strapped to them from just getting mutated onto over and over again. So it becomes a real test in how small you can write your infinite token.
Right. House of Cards said, just think every time you draw Damnation and see if you'd actually use the single target option. So I agree with that. But the other thing is like, I am going to try and overload the blue card that everyone plays that I'm forgetting, including myself. What is it called? Cyclonic Rift. I'm going to try and overload Cyclonic Rift 95% of the time, but the 5% of the time that I have to cast it for 2 normally means I would have died otherwise, and damn, giving you a similar option I think is nice.
Yeah, well put. So, sometimes you're the archenemy and you're ahead on board.
That's true as well. Yeah, that's a good one. Where like, yeah, I need to get rid of this thing that is in my way.
Like part of the thing though, because of the nature of this reanimator deck that I've got, throwing all my things in the yard is not a negative for me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, well I guess Nethroi will just bring them all back next turn.
The other nice thing for Dan for your deck too is that mutating Nethroi just one time is so expensive that if you like need to kill something and want to do something late game, you can do both maybe.
Good point. What should I take out?
I don't know what's in your deck, so I can't assist you. Also,
that was
it's
a
being
rhetorical
used against
question.
me.
You know what card is really good that people don't play enough of? Angel of Invention.
I love that card. That card's really cool.
Classic. Bring back 10 power, they say. Put 25 power onto the battlefield.
I mean, yes. I'm just saying I've got a whole lot of 0-powered guys who come into play with bonuses.
Makes sense.
I guess I can deck tech. Hi, I'm Alex Kessler, host of this thing. And hello, friends. I am playing Jessica and Rayhan and Obash. I'm trying to maximize the number of commanders possible.
Gross.
It is cool because like building a deck where I can only have 1, 5, 3, and 7 drops in it, like I can't even have like 0 cost spells, is like a real deck building challenge. That's like kind of really cool to figure out, and makes it so like, oh, this staple in Jund, I don't get to play it. I don't even have to think about it. And I am trying to make one creature do 3 times 2, somewhere in the 6 multiples of damage that what it normally would do to a player or 2. Yeah.
You know what card is really stupid that nobody talks about ever? Trostani Summoner.
Oh, yeah.
Trostani Summoner, which is like a 7-mana 1/1 that brings to play a 2/2, a 3/3, and a 4/4. Really, really good when you're trying to reanimate it with Nethroi. Just saying.
I was a big proponent of that card should have been God, I'm not remembering anyone's
Amara
name.
Tandris?
Amara Tandris. It's just that, like, I'm fine with that card being a rare and just like letting it, because that, like, as a commander is so much cooler than tokens have prevention from damage.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm a 5/7 and your tokens are indestructible. This is Amara Tandris might be the most Legends era legend to be printed in the modern era. Like, totally overcosted and useless.
Yeah, I wasn't around for that one, but my understanding is whatever card it was had to get killed really late in design.
Oh no,
so
they've
super safe.
They've said it. It was that at one point 5 of the champions were mythic and 5 were rare, and then they realized that they wanted them all to be rare. So Voice of Resurgence was supposed to be Amara Tandris, and then they changed it.
That would have been awesome.
To a regular thing. They also maybe wanted it to be non-legendary. It's like that one, the black and white Obsidat Ghost, whatever, not the that was supposed to be one. Like there's like 5 mythics that all like look like they could be legendary creatures if you squinted at them from that set, and it's because they were. And then they like at one point all 10 were mythic, but then because Rouse Zarek was in the set and had to be, then they wouldn't have been a blue-red one, and then there would have been a rare one. It was all a jumble.
That set was a lot.
It is. I think me and Ben did a podcast where we went over like every set in Modern to figure out which one was like the least amount of value or like the least powerful. Because we did one where we were talking about what's the most powerful, and it won. I think it was like it and Born of the Gods were.
Yeah, because I think the only card worth anything in Modern is Voice of Resurgence.
And it's not worth anything anymore. It's like
it used to be.
I think actually
it used to be a good card.
I think Wear and Tear is now is up there as like one of the most expensive set cards from it.
Wear and Tear.
That's like so crazy. Wear tear. Wild.
It's like the commons and uncommons, right? That's like
Very strong.
Oh, I wrote Dragon Mage. No, I want Dragon's Maze on TCG Player.
Dargon Mage.
Okay, you should be able to flip me over, right, Alex? Or am I?
Yeah. So we have a Ben. I'm very quickly going to grab water, but
Ooh.
Ben, why don't you deck tech yourself, introduce yourself, and then like talk to people.
Ben, why don't you mute?
Oh yeah, mute on
right.
spell.
Sorry, guys. I am now muted. I'm good, right? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
didn't mean to yell. Sorry.
You were so rude just now. It was crazy. I'm kidding. So I am playing Galazeth Prismari. That is the commander I'm playing. This sucker right here. It's so glared out. And it's a treasures deck. And it's just about like playing lots and lots and lots of treasures and this dragon, and it's got lots of dragons and spells, and then also yeah, that's pretty much it actually. I have like a lot of really obnoxiously like huge costed spells, but I did learn my lesson. Alex was very explicit when I got into playing Commander that taking extra turns is not fun. So I took all those cards out. I think I'm playing one at this point, 1 or 2. But playing lots of big spells that are fun. I took out Insurrection, but lots of just like draw cards and steal things, and then lots of dragons. It's really fun. I've played this deck a few times. It's been one of my favorites I've gotten to build.
Nice.
So I'm back. I have also the list of most expensive cards in Dragon's Mage. So the most expensive card is Master of Cruelties at $9. Voice of Resurgence.
That's the one that does like a damage and brings you to 1 or something, right?
Yeah. Whenever it does attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1, and it assigns no combat damage. First strike, death touch. After that, it's Voice of Resurgence at $3. Have the Mighty Have Fallen. That was a $40 card at one point. And then Legion's Initiative, $2. Maze's End is $1 to $3. Now, part of the reason this set is so inexpensive, though, is because there were there were shock lands in the land slot.
Once in a while, super rarely.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. I don't think it was that rare. I think because there's no basics, it was just guild gates and shocks.
It was.
I don't remember the exact ratio, but I think most draft tables had 1 or 2.
Well, I never got one.
I think it was like a few per box, if I remember correctly. Which just means it just means that the price of a box is then alleviated by that more than you would expect. All right.
Sweet.
Who we got?
Is my audio coming all reverby and echoey, or I sound good to you guys?
You sound good. You were peaky a little bit earlier, but you're better now.
I can bring myself down.
I'm not a good person. No, not like that.
Card with a house in draft.
Let's actually just make sure that my inputs are all correct on spell table. That's probably the better thing to do.
All right, so the way this works is we're going to randomize turn order, and then I'm going to roll a d20, and it's going to 1 through 5 is first space, 6 through 10 is the next space, etc., etc. Randomized player order. 17. So Ben is first, then Shivam, and Jules is last. I'm sorry, Jules.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
I understand. Boros too strong.
Yep, that's what it is.
Just trying to catch it.
Can I keep this hand? No. Also, just draw to a hand that is playable. If you like, don't like keep a one lander because it's your second mulligan or whatever. It is no fun if someone doesn't have fun.
Just shoot him away.
Okay.
Has Notion Thief been reprinted ever?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it
Might have
reprinted?
been in Mystery
once?
Booster or something.
And then Sire of Insanity. Those are the two that are like surprising.
Let's see.
They're like great commander staples, like Possibility Storm. Like the set is not a bad set. It gets a bad rap. You got Tajik.
I'm gonna take
It was
mulligan.
trying to do too many things.
And was low on cards that were strong in standard.
Yeah.
Commander was a lot smaller back then.
Well, it's
But
more
he
like
gave us a ton of good commanders.
yes. It's more like in hindsight the fact that no cards have ballooned out. And I think part of it is just like because it was always none of the cards are worth anything. They're like great reprints for a commander deck or whatever.
Recons.
Because like yeah, you're not like tanking the market or making it really hard to find by printing an expensive one.
Okay, I'm taking mulligan. Everybody else good?
No.
I mulliganed.
Yeah, I'll keep.
Alright, I was still trying to figure out a place to put Deep Forest Hermit.
Jules, did we play Magic together at one of the GPs that we saw each other at? I know we were trying to do like a draft. Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
We did?
We definitely played Commander together. I don't remember whether we managed to draft or not.
Okay. So that was the one and only time we have played Magic together since like that event we all played together like 10 years ago or whatever that was.
Yeah.
In the before times.
So fun. No, it was like actually 10 years. I'm not like
Oh,
like
shit.
Yeah.
that.
I remember Los Angeles. That's the place where the sun comes out, right?
Yeah. Yes. It's also not 120 degrees.
Yeah.
Only Los Angeles though. If you like cross the mountain and get into the San Fernando Valley, it's right back up there.
Yeah.
Man, I think I got it. I don't think I can play this. All right, but you said Alex, you don't want us to mull to 6. You just want us to get a can that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Don't try
if
and
it's a
sculpt.
game with me, you get to mulligan until you draw 7.
I've drawn Blightsteel and Enter the Infinite in 2 opening hands, so
I feel like that's not a good opening hand.
I feel like it's not strong.
Like I'm no pro player here, but I'm just thinking
I was doing
12
the math.
mana in your opening hand is not going to really help.
I was like, how many turns is it going to take me to cast this Enter the Infinite? I was like, but if I draw lands every turn,
Ooh, I guess I'm going to cast at least one card on my first turn that Shivam, I believe, loves. So
ooh, does everybody here have a favorite Magic card of
Politics.
all? Does everybody here have a favorite Magic card of all time? Like a number one?
Soul Ring?
Say it again.
Soul Ring.
That's a great answer.
okay,
yeah.
I thought you said O-ring, and I was like, no.
O-Ring. Can you? I'm trying to imagine the person who would say O-Ring is their favorite card of all
this
time.
isn't
Unless
Pokemon
it's because
where
they
there's-
like really enjoyed that weird interaction or something.
Yeah, this isn't
the-
Pokemon where like every card is loved by someone.
Yeah, no. Some cards are just tolerated by people.
Okay, I can roll.
The
I can
Warwind
roll.
art's nice.
The War Net art is nice. Jules, do you have a
can
favorite
roll.
card?
I'm gonna keep this.
Okay.
I never know what to say, but I guess my usual go-to here is Villagers of Estwald.
Sick.
Ooh.
Uh,
Love
Am
the
I-
werewolf mechanic.
am I good to start?
Yeah, you're first.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I think if I'm not allowed to say Kess Dissident Mage for the reasons that maybe I wouldn't. Life of the Loam is always my like second place.
Yeah, like my second is Mahamudi Jin. Good
Okay.
5/6 flyer. Doesn't do a lot.
That's like a
I'm
good
so
like
glad-
Loam
I'm
and
really
Birthing Pot
glad
are two cards that like I absolutely adore that I can't play in this deck because Obash is like 2 drops and 4 drops are not allowed.
I am going to play an island and a crypt. And
Wow.
We're playing
Wow.
that kind of game.
and I'm going to play this Trail of Evidence. We're playing that kind of game.
All right.
Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I get to investigate. Well done.
Nice.
You know, the 3-mana blue enchantment you dread seeing cast turn 1.
What is? Can you wait, Ben? Can you say what the card is called?
It is called Trail of Evidence. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, I investigate. I create a clue.
Got all of the vowels in the right spot. We should all give me a present.
Yay. You didn't write Trial of Evidence?
I was, and evidence
with
could have been
Melissa?
EVE. I don't know.
Okay. Am I go?
Yes.
Looks like.
Draw my card. Ooh, nice. Forest, tap, and play Findhorn Elves.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Really?
Findhorn Elves.
Because I got something to tell you. Prismatic Vista, I'm going to find a forest, and then I'm also going to play Findhorn Elves.
Yes, Findhorn Elves. Specifically, this art, one of my favorite arts of all time.
It's really good.
It's
Oh,
just
you have
like,
the new full art one. That one's
Yeah.
also really nice.
Super dope.
Yeah.
I am.
and the card that I was able to get reprinted, so I feel real good about that.
I just have my
What
old.
are you playing here, Jules?
I'll play my Sajiri Shelter as a tap land to make white. Go ahead.
We call that ramp in white.
I will call. Even I take damage. Even it is. Okay. That kind of game, huh? 37.
Oh, someone did use their points to do one non-lethal damage to me or Ben. They didn't target either of us, so you need to target us first before you take it. It's the art of the hobby. So at some point, we might take a damage, Ben.
Okay, treasure artifacts you can have. Okay. I'm going to tap. I'm going to play this Cascade Bluffs. I'm going to tap 4. I'm going to cast my coMMander. Going to make me a treasure token. I will tap said treasure token to add 1 mana. I will cast Ponder. I will make Clue.
All right. How many more spells in this storm term?
I'm in danger.
Backwards magic cards are clues for me, and treasures, at least I have treasures. Ponder resolves. 1, 2, 3. Interesting.
Yeah, but his clues are also treasures because Galazeth Prismari turns them into like.
Exactly.
What up, Suge Knight?
Her girl.
Ben is going real hard, real early.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Am I really?
Thank you for the cheers.
You're not going to be able to cast an 8-drop until like turn 3.
What can you expect from these poor non-greens, right? Like,
I'm gonna pay.
what he needs is Academy Manufactor. And you could just go like, I'll take a food and a treasure and a clue every time I cast an instant.
Oh yeah, that card's great in your deck, Ben.
That card is just insanity.
It is your. Ben, are you done?
I kept the cards on top I'm going to draw, and I now have the ability to tap, but I'm not going to do anything with it, so yeah, I'm done.
I untap my 1 land. Fiddles. Okay, well, I'm going to play a tapped Triland, because God knows what these things are called. I'm going to tap my Forest and tap my Elf and play Sylvan Library. Go ahead.
Sylvan Library, look at this. He's getting way ahead of us.
I'm going to play Bloodstained Mire. I'm going to fetch with it, getting a green-black, or red-black, producing Shockland, taking 3 life. And then I will play Rayhound.
Seems good.
And then I'm done. I'll put counters on Rayhound in a second. They're just...
Yeah.
I'm doing
playing what,
Secret
Greyhound?
Factory.
Rayhan.
Oh, Rayon.
Last of the Abzan.
And then I'll pass to Ben.
It's important that every commander in this deck is doing a T-pose.
All right, even damage.
Right.
One day I'll find
Oh, it is. Ha ha ha, it's a 5.
Rayhan is doing the Dragon Ball Z charge up.
They all are. Look, we got Jessica also doing the same pose.
Oh yeah, you're right. They are all
And then
discharged. Well, and
I would argue
who really knows
Obash.
what Obash is doing? But...
Soul for
Obash
fall.
absolutely has arms in those positions.
Yeah, at least two of
Right.
those arms are T-posing. Okay, I'll give it to you.
It has them at every other angle as well, but no matter what angle you look at Obash T-posing.
Let's see. What's your Triland there, Shivam? What's the
Blue, red. The two colors that are not that: white, black, and green.
white, black, green? Okay, and Jules, you've got a white land and a sacred foundry.
Yeah.
Ooh, is there an Obash playmat? I need to get an Obash playmat.
Good question.
Wow.
Not sure which ones got made with Ikoria.
I don't know if it's even necessary to do. That seems kind of insane. Let's go ahead and attack. Oh, Alex already is at 35. Really? Alex, you're at the lowest life total?
How?
Yeah.
It's all self-inflicted.
No, one of them was
Oh.
done by chat.
All right.
Well, normally I would attack Alex, but I guess I'm gonna go at you, Jules, for 3 in the air.
Commander
I'll
damage.
Decline to exile your commander.
I mean, the benefit of this game versus our other games is that you've met everyone in this chat before today,
Wait,
so it's no longer
Wait,
like
you what now?
what?
Did you exile my commander, or you?
No, I said I'll decline.
Oh, got it. Okay, and then the next thing I'm gonna do, I don't think anyone's gonna like me for this, but the fact that I've already got a target, I gotta just go ham, right?
He says a turn after he went ham.
We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I'm
Did you
going to
roll for
cast-
crypt?
Yes, and
Yeah.
it was odd. I did
Okay.
not. I'm gonna play Blatant Thievery and take a land from each of you.
Jeez.
You get to
Well-
choose which land.
For each opponent, gain control of target permanent that player controls. I would take your Sylvan Library, but I actually don't want to do that. I think it's more fun if you can have it. So I'm just gonna slow you guys down so that you have less opportunity to screw with me. I'm gonna take the Blood Crypt. I'm gonna take the Sacred Foundry, and I'm gonna take the Tri-land.
Oh,
That is rough.
Mm-hmm.
Rough.
That's
makes a note to go and ban blatant thievery.
It's pretty savage. Yeah. So I guess right now I'm just gonna write down. So we'll say Crypt. It was Crypt
Damn it.
Foundry.
I hate these torture speed steel spells. Like you can't disenchant them or anything. So just
What's the name of the what's the
Indotha.
triome?
Indotha Triome.
Okay, I'm just gonna write triome, but it's white, black, green. White.
Man, stealing people's lands on like turn 2 is pretty.
I get it. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, but I feel like I'm gonna try to just win. So I should maybe we can play another game if it gets too out of hand. All right, I think they're all tapped, right? Yeah, they were all tapped. Yeah, so I get all those lands. So my thing's done. I got another thing. I am and done with my turn.
I won't take your library. It's more fun that way. House of Cards. Blatant Thievery is fine when it's cast after turn 6.
Yeah, blatant thievery is totally fine at the end of the game. So I'm gonna look at the Sylvan Library. I will take 4 and put one extra card in my hand. And then I will play a forest. Gosh darn old. Well, that's a challenge. Okay, well, I'm going to play Essence Symbiote. Like, you took all of my colored mana, so go ahead.
You understand that I am public enemy number 1 now.
I mean, I'm attacking you with
Yeah.
Findhorn Elf for 1.
Get in there.
Yeah, all right. I'll take it.
Ooh.
Alex has always warned me, don't go too hard too early. Never works.
Tap. I'll play Karn's Bastion, and then... Oh, I don't like that, actually. No, I won't play Karn's Bastion. I'm going to play Malakir Mire, which is the tapped side of Malakir Rebirth. And then I'm going to play this here Sensei's Divining Top.
Oh, snap.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. I'll play an Inspiring Vantage and pass.
Okay. I will flip for crypt. Even damage. Even it is. Okay. 33. Don't even
So how has Forgotten Realms previous season been for you, Jules?
Ooh, very exciting. I have spent way too many hours refreshing various parts of the internet to read people's reactions to cards.
Are we allowed to ask you questions?
Yeah, I may or may not be able to answer them depending what they are. But
Fair.
go for it.
Mordenkainen is a famous Greyhawk mage. Elminster is a famous Forgotten Realms mage. Why choose A over B?
Yeah, so I don't actually know all of the details here. There was some negotiation before we even started really working on the set between the D&D team and the Magic Creative team on who they wanted to see where. So I'm not actually sure what the reasoning was there.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm going to play Riverglide Pathway as a red land. Lava Glide Pathway.
Jules,
Right.
why in the art for Burning Hands are the caster's hands not touching in the way that they should, according to the somatic components of Dungeons & Dragons? Your Burning Hands spell should be cast like this. However, the caster is hands are obviously spread in the art.
Most likely due to inadequate timelines to get the artist to redo part of it. We do a lot of art reviews, but when the
1, 2.
last few that come in late don't usually have enough time to be sent back for revisions.
I'm
So
bringing the
have-
hard-hitting questions.
have 5
But also,
clues, because I don't have any real ones in front of me. Do they have to tap to sacrifice?
Nope.
They don't. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8 are my. And I'm going to cast Magma Opus. And I will.
What kind of blue-red deck are you playing?
I told you, it's like giant spells.
He's
It's like
he's
the
an
whole-
artist.
Good gravy.
Doing some art.
Yeah. Hey, look, you got to give me some credit here. I'm playing cards that cost 8. That's never been something I did before.
On turn 3.
I'm gonna wreck the elf. I'm gonna wreck the. How big is your mutate creature?
There are 2 elves.
I'll take them both out.
Wow.
How big is
I'm
your
going to-
symbiote
I'm
creature?
going
Because
to-
wait, actually,
Two.
Top in response.
Rayhan, when he dies, his counters go somewhere else. Is that how it works?
Rayhan, when Rayhan dies, the counters can go onto another creature.
But
that I
you have to have
control.
another creature in play, though.
Yes, if you kill both Rayhan and the Finthorn elves, neither of them, then they don't have counters.
And how big is Rayhan?
Rayhan is a 3/3.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I either have to wreck. Yeah, let's kill Rayhan and your elf, and Shivam, you can keep your stuff.
Right.
Wow.
I'll tap both of your creatures though, Shivam, just for fun. And then I'll make myself this 4/4 here, right? That's what I get. Isn't that what I get?
Mm-hmm.
Targets, I get a 4/4 and I draw 2.
All right.
Okay.
And a clue.
Oh, and I get a because of the thing.
Wow, that thing is paying dividends, man.
Yeah, I know, it's sweet. Okay, so then I get this 4/4 and then I draw 2 cards.
Yeah, your deck absolutely needs that Academy manufacturer thing.
Yeah, are you playing that, Ben?
Which one is that?
It's this
That's the
guy.
one where if you make a clue, treasure, or food, you get one of each.
Oh no, that sounds nuts. I do need that in this deck.
Yeah, in this deck especially, it would just go insane.
Okay, I don't think I can do anything else too crazy this turn, so I think what I'm going to probably do is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm just going to come at well, I'll spread it around. It's never good to spread it around though, because then somebody just kills me. Well, I guess I took out Alex's creatures already, so Shivam, I'll come at you with Prismari for 3 in the air.
You.
And then I'm going to end my turn.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Look at my top 3 cards. 4. That's really not helpful. So I will take just 1 untaps. Play a swamp.
Hey, EK plays cards. Ben is much farther ahead than all of us and has also denied at least 4 mana sources so far.
Yeah, here. It's just a mess.
Okay, well, I'll just pick on Ben next game.
I don't even want to play this because I don't have this. I don't have anything in the yard to reanimate, so that is a total waste. But you know what? I need to do something, so I'm going to tap my 4 mana to play Boneyard Lurker on top of Essence Symbiote. Whenever a creature mutates, put a 1/1 counter on it, and I gain 2 life. So I now have a 5/5. Whenever it mutates, return a target permanent from my graveyard to my hand, but there's no permanents in my graveyard, and it's a 5/5 with 5/5.
Sweet.
Where the hell are my dice? And then I'm going to attack Ben for 5.
Just a big 5er?
Yep.
Any cool abilities on that card?
When it mutates, it gets me things back from the yard. And wait, why do you have blockers?
I have a
Or
4.
no, you've got open mana. Yeah, whenever a creature mutates, I gain 2 life, and that card gets a +1/+1. So that's the cool ability there.
4/4. I guess I'll just take it. 5. 28.
Okay, let me find my
Shivam.
dice.
Putting a target on your back here, bro. Coming at me, huh?
Says the guy with my land.
There.
I am
if
done.
you kill one of us, you're gonna lose a land. Then you'll know how it feels.
Bad idea to kill someone.
That's true. That's true.
Pass my turn. While I look for my dice.
We can play another game if I win too fast. Ben went full as Amandius. Yes.
Alex, you're up.
Oh, cool. And by cool, I mean, well, I guess I'm glad I kept a hand with a lot of land. I'll play
Feeling similarly.
Karn's Bastion, and then I will play Sword of Truth and Justice.
Which one is that?
That is the proliferate and put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. Protection from
Sort
blue
of black
and
and
white.
red.
No, black, white,
Blue,
or
white.
white, blue, white.
Blue white. Right.
All right.
Black, red is destroy planeswalker and a creature.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Trail of Evidence. So sweet.
Swords are decently good in this deck because they all cost 3,
Yeah. Nice.
making them
And then
legal.
give you something to do with 2 mana.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a mountain and cast Coastline Marauders.
Nice. Which one is that?
Go ahead. When it attacks, it gets +1/+0 for each land defending player controls. No idea who it's coming at. Only one person has 7 lands on the battlefield.
Come at me, Jules.
Go ahead.
Okay. On top.
I love Coastline Marauders. That card is so much fun in Legends Limited.
Even damage.
Yeah, I honestly expected it to see a little more widespread commander play than it has been so far. It hits people who are ramping pretty hard.
Yeah, it really, really does.
What's the card called again? I can look that up.
Land.
I guess Marauders is a word that I can spell most. Nope.
Did you see my thread about Boo? Jules?
I don't think so. I saw the earlier one, but I have not caught up
the
on
history
Twitter.
of the giant space hamster. It took me 2 hours and was like something like 40 or 50 posts long, and it was the entire history of Dungeons and Dragons that led to the birth of Spelljammer and giant space hamsters.
That's awesome.
I got carried away.
So non-artifact spells you have to improvise. Okay, that
It's a little bit like, how do you make a loaf of bread? Well, first you have to create the universe.
Right. went for a little more story text than my version that just said "go for the eyes."
All right, that seems cool. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
I did a
5,
Vecna thread today.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
So I could just do that. So 6 plus 9.
Good of you to educate all the new initiates.
15 is what's
Oh, yeah.
needed
One
there.
thing that's really interesting about this is I like know bare minimum of Dungeons and Dragons lore, and so it's like kind of an introduction to like what sets that can be in like the Beyond universe side of things and things that people won't know much about can be like, and it's awesome. I like really love all of the cards I'm seeing, and it makes me definitely want to play Dungeons and Dragons more than ever before.
Okay, I'm gonna play. I'm going to cast. Let's see. Mana Crypt is gonna tap, and then I'll also tap this here for Inspiring Statuary. Then Inspiring Statuary. Non-artifact
Yeah, I put it in the
control.
chat.
I'll tap the Statuary. Plus, I'll tap
Hey, Arizona Angels.
guys here. And I'll just hard cast this, which is funny. Hull Breacher. I'm just gonna cast it.
What?
I
What
can
the
do
hell? I was about to bring my low-powered deck to this table. What happened?
I didn't think this deck was that powerful. And then I will tap.
In
1,
his
2,
slight
3.
defense, I think he's played this deck a total of 1.5 times.
This deck is
It's bonkers.
Like-
yeah.
stronger than maybe every deck I own.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to cast Dragonstorm with a storm count of.
What the? I have a goddamn Findhorn Elf in play.
Hey,
right,
Horn
so I get
Elves
three-
is more CDH playable than Dragonstorm.
Are you fucking kidding?
Hey, just if we're
I mean, it came
talking
out strong this time. What can I say?
of the cards, you've only played good cards, Shivam. I guess the 2/2 for 2 is maybe the weakest and still like on theme good.
Well, I'm glad Shiva and I are friends because I feel like he'd be upset otherwise. He seems totally calm.
Totally. Everything is fine. Everything is fine, Ben.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh yeah, the acronym I created for hamster, the Harness Astronomical Mammalian Semi-Sentient Transportation Enabling Rodents, who were bred for flight in Spelljammer. Good times.
What? How else are you gonna power a spaceship? It doesn't make any sense.
Seriously. I'm just like, as a lifelong D&D fan, the reason I came to Magic in my second iteration is because my setting died. Dragonlance came to an end, and I needed something to do, so I came back to Magic. But before that, I was a diehard like fiend of D&D. Like, this is my life. So being able to stretch all those muscles and tell those stories again is really a lot of fun.
I was really excited by the
Hellkite Tyrant, Backdraft Hellkite, and Niv Mizzet Perrin.
Yeah.
So none of them have haste. So I'm going to not die. So I'm gonna swing with the Golgari Prismarith thing.
Galazeth Prismari?
That's the one I'm swinging with. I'll come at you, Alex, for 3 in the air. And
Okay.
I'll come at you on the ground, Shivam for 4 with my 4/4.
Ben, when you get a chance, can you post the list or whatever close to the list you have to the Twitch chat?
Yeah, no problem. Hey, is the Trail of Evidence question for you guys? Does that, with the Dragonstorm triggers, do I get 3 or do I get 1?
1.
Get 1? Okay.
Oh, the copies. Oh, because they're copied and not cast?
Right. Got to get some Strixhaven cards if you want to trigger off those.
Mm-hmm. Magecraft that makes clues is not a
There
thing
you
that
go.
exists yet.
So I get 1 for that. I did the other thing. So that's going to end my turn because I don't think any of these can attack. I have an untapped Hull Breacher, an untapped Hellkite Tyrant, a Backdraft Hellkite, and a Niv Mizzet Perrin. And that's whenever you draw, deals 1. Instant or sorcery, draw a card. That's it. That's my turn.
What's the middle
Cards that are
dragon
bad
do?
against Hullbreacher for 1,000 Sylvan Library.
Does Sylvan Library count as drawing, or does it put
Oh
them
yeah,
in...
it's draw 3 cards.
No, it's draw 1 card and I may draw 2 other cards.
Oh, okay, great.
I'm definitely not going to give him my treasures.
Guys,
That is not a thing that's going to happen.
I do have to apologize for the power level of this seeming
Yeah, like
absurd.
that is definitely not happening right now. Boy, that sucks. Oof. Thank you for the reminder, Jules. I would have walked right into that. Play Forest. I wish I had a white mana right now. Pass.
Okay. I wish I had a red mana right now. Play Dryad Arbor. Play I actually forget his name, and it's in Japanese, so it's going to be hard. But Planeswalker that has a best friend who's a puppy. And then put a +1/+1 counter on Dryad Arbor.
Now it can tap for mana.
Yeah. It's learned so much hanging out with its dog best friend. And then I'm done. Doing a lot.
Alrighty. Nothing. I don't think coastline marauders are afraid of any dragons, so I'm gonna attack Ben for 9 trample.
Tramples with 9?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
I ain't afraid of no goats.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, I mean, I guess I am the target here, but I can't go too low. 9 puts me down to... Yeah, I guess I'll just take the 9 because I want to be able to kill you. Sure, I'll go to 19.
Here.
Because I want to be able to kill you.
Them's fighting words, as the kids say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast a Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Which one is that?
Each player can't draw more than 1 card each turn.
Interesting. How big is it?
3/1.
Take that, Hull Breacher.
And then I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At least Sylvan Library found me a land.
On the top.
God, look at all those clues.
Okay, first off, even damage. Odd it is. Second off, draw a card. Whenever plays draw a card, 1 any target. You said it's a 3/1, your Spirit of Labyrinth?
Yep.
Okay, let's kill it.
Alright.
Um,
That mana dork better be useful, Shivam.
who has the most artifacts? Alex?
You do?
Well, other than me.
I have 2.
Yeah, I think Alex is the only other one with artifacts.
Isn't your deck supposed to be an artifact deck? No, Borca is the one who exiles. That's one.
Yeah, exile matters.
You have no flying blockers, Alex?
Nope.
What's that thing with a dice on it?
A Dryad Arbor and a Mowu and friend.
Yangu.
That. What Shivam said.
Okay. 41,
You should like put a post-it note or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's tap
I would
1, 2,
kill
3,
for
4
English
artifacts.
versions of War of the
Man,
Spark
you're playing like an
Planeswalkers.
Urza deck without Urza.
Urza's got to be in the deck, right?
Yep, so that's red,
Like,
red.
if you're going to play this level, you might as well have Urza in the deck.
Okay, I'm going to cast Hellkite Igniter.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Okay.
Yikes.
And then...
Like, that's GG, isn't it?
I mean,
There's
pretty
like
close
7
to it.
dragons on the table.
Be able to kill someone. And then I will enter the attack step. And I'm going to come at Alex in the air with the Hellkite Tyrant because I want to steal his artifacts. I will come at whenever it attacks. Backdraft Hellkite, so the 4/4 flyer. That's going to come at Jules. I get flashback, so I'll trigger that in just a second here. The Niv-Mizzet Perrin will come at you. Actually, I need to figure out, I guess, how many times I can do that. Yeah, I should be able to just kill someone outright. Shivam, do you have any blockers in the air?
No.
No blockers? Okay. So yeah, Jules, I'll swing both the Niv-Mizzet Perrin, the Golgari Prismarith,
The Golgari Prismari.
or Galazeth Prismari. That's the one. Galazeth Prismari. I guess hold these guys for a second. Let's come at you in the air, Jules, for 3, 8, 12. Yeah, 12 will come at you in the air. I guess you have no blocks on the ground either, do you?
That's true.
Jules, were you set designer? I mean, were you the set designer or vision designer?
Set design.
So you did the second half.
Yeah, most of the figuring out the individual cards and
So
for Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, a little more mechanics design because we did.
why were there? So why did you guys put those color hoser cards in, like in Rave Enfeeblement and Burning Hands and such?
Yeah, mostly for standard purposes. In the largest that standard gets, when it's 8 set, we like to have extra color hosers in the environment because it's more likely that we've missed something. And
Okay,
I like that for the first time they aren't just like strictly color hosers and totally useless elsewhere, but that they actually have like utility if you're not against that color.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'm coming at you, Jules, for 3, 8, 12, plus 7. So I'm coming at you for 19. Alex, I'm coming at you with Hellkite Tyrant for 6. And Shivam, I'm coming at you with a Hellkite Igniter, which I have not pumped yet.
So does Hull Breacher or the Labyrinth creature is gone. Does Hull Breacher stop me from drawing my first card on a turn, or
No.
So
if you were going to draw more than one card, your first card each turn, I get a treasure.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Sensei's Divining Top to draw a card, and then you can have my Sword of Truth and Justice.
I have to do pumps before damage, though.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I will take whatever damage
you throw.
Yeah, tell me the damage, but you will do the damage.
Okay. Well, your damage is just the damage to you is just going to be 6. I'm not pumping anything against you. It's Shivam that I'm pumping against.
Cool.
I have nothing, so whatever.
Okay. 1, 2. Let's hit red.
But yeah, the difference between Spirit of the Labyrinth and Hull Breacher is that Spirit of the Labyrinth stops you in a color that you're expected to be stopped in, and also it's annoying, but Hull Breacher is like salt to the wound because it's like not only do you not draw the card, but I get a treasure. And being in the color with all the wheels and with all the draw effects, that makes it significantly worse. It's like a real feel bad compared to, say, like in white. White's not going to like say you can't draw any cards and then force you to draw cards and put you into a bad position. Blue is going to do that all the time. Like blue plus red is going to put you into a position where I'm going to force you to draw cards to get me treasures. So it just the card is like.
Hi, Michael.
Certainly the card hit harder than intended.
Oh yeah, you were there for that.
I'm changing my player slightly. Shivam, I'm not going to come at you with anything. Jules, I'm going to just take you out, Jules, because I don't want to leave somebody open and get wrecked. So instead of coming at you, Jules, for 19, I'm coming at you for 24 prior to damage or prior to pumps.
Okay, no effect yet.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, Hull Breacher, man. Like everybody was like, "Oh no, Jewel Lotus," but Oppo Agent and Hull Breacher are just.
I'll pump twice. I'll pump twice up to 38.
Boy, howdy.
All right, I got nothing.
All right, and then Alex, I hit you for 6, and I take your artifacts.
Nothing like killing the guest first.
Hopefully, it's over quickly. So.
So, Jules, what of the planeswalkers? Which one's your favorite from the new set? Let's be positive.
I mean, cheating somewhat, I guess, but I feel like I have to go for Eliwick.
That is
Ellie-
the green one, right?
The green one, yeah. Just venture into the dungeon all day, every day.
What's your other artifact, Alex? The sword and what else?
Nothing.
Didn't you have 2 artifacts?
Yeah, at a top. I put it on top of my library.
Oh, should I just get the sword? And what color is the swords?
It's the blue-white one.
Okay, got it.
What
Cool.
was that preview today?
Oh yeah, are you allowed to are you able to talk about the like design process for dungeons in general?
A bit, yeah.
Oh, dude, did you guys know that Asarak is basically infinite with Allurin?
Yeah.
I realize everything is infinite with Allurin,
Yeah.
but Asarak is just like...
I don't think it's
Yeah,
possible to not go
that was
infinite
the-
with Aloran.
I am
Right,
done.
that our main policy is to care about things going infinite where it's going to cause something different and undesirable. It's like
Oh, you should
a
have.
command.
Yeah. Is Breacher still in play?
Yes.
Yep.
Well. Well. Because like Asarak can just like win the game on the spot, which is pretty disgusting.
I think the green one is the one that I'm gonna build for our like MMcast playset
3,
Commander
4,
Showdown. The one that like
5.
whenever you cast a spell or creature spell,
Fucking-
once per turn it goes up. You dungeon.
Mhm.
I guess I'm
Yeah.
just going... I
Very-
can't even draw cards because of Hull Breacher! That's my turn.
Pass the turn. Okay. I think Ben probably has this, and I'm down to scoop if I don't figure out anything. Okay. So I have
Whoa,
1, 2,
what?
3, 4.
Sorry.
I just got exiled from the spell table.
Yes.
You disappeared. You're back.
Rage
Okay,
exile.
So Ben just kills each of us.
Yeah, my villainous laugh exiles players.
It's a powerful effect.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
How much damage can I deal? So the problem is I don't have a creature.
So yeah, Shivam, to the Sararak thing, it's like we care if something goes infinite with a commander that somebody wants to play and is going to make like tables automatically view that commander coming up as someone trying to go infinite, or if it's going to do it in a way that might be dangerous in a competitive format, but it's like the only competitive format Allurin's legal in, it
Nobody
already goes infinite with a recruiter. Right?
Yeah, like
it's a little
Allurin,
more-
I realize Allurin goes infinite with like a sneeze, so that's not very. That's like kind of like, well, I guess we finally broke Allurin. But
It looks
no,
like you got unmuted on spell table too.
fucking
I will say,
There we go,
well,
try that
yeah.
again.
I guess if people are using spell table regularly and using spell table send, this doesn't work. But I muted the entire web page through Google Chrome, and it has treated me well. I usually
okay.
do
Well,
that.
I also
we got
just
Brad.
muted
Hey,
Intel
Brad.
Table.
And Infinite Tokens. Hi, Infinite Tokens. I'm not doing my job as a person who reads chat.
You know what is awesome though? The 5 chromatic dragons. That made me happy.
Do we have all
Yeah.
5 previewed so far? I thought we only had.
Yeah, we got
the
all of them
mythics.
today.
Yeah,
Ooh, I have been a bad preview watcher today. Today is my bad day.
Dude, the white dragon, which is the most blue-white card ever,
Yeah.
the 4/4 flyer that freezes something when it comes to play. How was it weird for you guys to have to try to figure out how to make these cards fit the color? Because like blue
Oh, yeah.
dragons are supposed to be lightning dragons, and you had to do this weird power reduction, which is not good. Very
Well, it's pretty impactful and limited. There's a reason
Fair.
that card costs more than most of the rest of them.
When
I'll
Blue
give you
Dragon
that.
enters the battlefield until your turn, target creature opponent controls gets -3 up to one other creature gets -2. Oh yeah,
Whose turn is it?
it is your turn.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did not realize. I'm
you
sorry.
pass your turn, you kill Jules.
I
Oh
passed
no,
my.
I passed my
Yeah.
turn. It's Kess's
Yeah.
turn.
It's
That's
the
right,
turn
it's your
after
turn,
you
too.
killed me.
I took my turn. Yeah.
Got it. So then I'm gonna go untap. I'm going to go upkeep, flip my thing. Yes, there's a lot of dragons.
So we got the blue one yesterday.
Nudge. Even it
I
is.
love the
think-
class cards, by the way.
Oh,
16.
they're really cool.
Draw a card. This is a draw card I draw. This is going to deal 1 to you, Alex. You take 1.
I take 1.
Yep. Play a land. And I think probably I just wreck it here. So let's get to attack step. Let's come at you. Do you have any blockers on the ground, Alex?
I do have blockers on the ground.
Shivam, you do too?
I have a
Yes.
5/4.
I see. Okay, so it's all about. Oh wait, but its sword is blue-white? Okay, but you have red.
I have
so
a
the sword
red
doesn't do anything
5/4.
for me. Yeah. What is it? It's counter and proliferate?
Yes, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, and then proliferate.
Doesn't do anything for
Jules?
me. All right, I should just be able to. Hopefully, I can just end it.
I spent 6 months building a treasure deck with after Commander Legend and with things from Kaldheim and elsewhere.
Yeah.
And then you printed literally 600 treasure cards in Forgotten Realms, including a land that just says, "Here, have treasures all day."
18.
Sorry, go Jules.
That was really early on in our explorations. We were like, what should be in this set? And everyone was like, the one thing I know about playing D&D is I get loot. Show me the treasure.
Fair.
Okay, Alex, I'm coming at you for 20 in the air, and Shivam, I'm coming at you with a Hellkite Igniter that has not yet been pumped.
Are you sure, Ben, that you're coming at me for 20 in the air?
Do you have a blocker that's flying?
No, I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah, well I will
I take it. I'm at 5.
take it.
Well, Alex, are you asking me for a reason that I need to be aware of, or?
No, I just would rather you didn't.
Oh yeah, I'm coming at you for 6, 8, 12 plus the 5.
Is one of them the artifact stealing one?
It's the artifact stealing one is coming. Yes.
Yep. All right, so I will activate top.
And then Shivam, I'm coming at you for 5, so no blocks from you, Shivam.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that
a wave.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can pump it for 8. So I'll tap 2, and I'll pump it for 8, and then I'll tap 2 more, and I'll pump it for 8 more, and I'll tap 2 more, and I'll pump it for 8 more. So I'm pumping for 24. That brings it to 29.
Need more than that because I'm dead. You don't have my land anymore.
Oh, okay. So then I'll have to. Okay, so 29. I guess it would bring you to 2, Shivam.
Yeah.
Just attack with the Hull Breacher.
Like he has blockers though.
It's fair.
There's block.
Yeah, but I'm going to fold so that we can end this farce.
Okay, sure. You'll let it through. Hull Breacher gets through then.
All right, Ben. My
So
turn.
then you are dead, Shivam, and Alex,
Aye.
you go to 5.
Yep.
And then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd sacrifice that. Let's just save the time. And I will Bogard and Hellkite you, Alex, for exactly 5.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Yep. You got
Treasure
it.
is one of my favorite mechanics.
If I could have survived. Oh wait. Oh no, I don't have a commander in play. Damn.
Red, if you saw that, like, literally turn 3, Ben cast a 7-cast card spell that stole lands from all of us, including all of my colored mana. The game was over on turn 3. The rest of it has just been going through the motions with corpses.
I would like to think of myself as Smaug that game. I enjoyed burning everything to the ground.
You are a dragon that hoarded a lot of treasures. That is true.
Like,
Yeah, right?
This is one of those Commander games which was it took me longer to shuffle than it did to play.
Okay, should I switch decks? This deck doesn't always come out like this.
Do you know that? How many times have you played it where it hasn't come out that way?
That's like the first time that it's ever like. I
Well,
haven't
sure. I
stolen
mean,
free
you
land,
had what's it called on turn 1?
Yeah, I had a crypt on turn 1. I mean,
try something different.
yeah, but I'm happy to switch decks. I love my other decks.
Like, I'm not being I'm trying to be kind and generous to the people who invited me to come play.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I had that deck was supposed to be that
That was a table mismatch. Yeah, that deck is a very strong deck, my dude. It looks awesome. It looks really, really cool. I think you need to put Academy Manufacturer in there, but also don't play it against me.
You do. I do need the. You should post the list. People are asking for it.
Yeah, that deck is awesome. I want to build it.
I'll be honest, I screwed up and I deleted the list. I don't have the list anymore.
It looks hella fun.
You gotta.
Like,
I need it posted anyways for the episode of this recording when we post it onto the YouTube channel. So you should get the list. People want it. Also, we have 2 requests from chat, Ben, for you to play Jury.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jury's sweet. I was gonna play the Salamander and the horse, but I'll play Jury.
Yeah, Jules. You should come on my show because I have every designer show up and talk about their set.
Yeah, I think we'd been meaning to for a few years at this point.
Yeah, I feel like since I started my show, I've been asking you to come on to talk about Red, but
now you can talk about Dungeons and Dragons and the color red. Hey, Ellie.
But seriously, it's so friggin' annoying that I have to tear apart my treasure deck. Why does the green guy get like infinite forever treasures? The green mythic dragon gets treasures like no card in the game does. Like, that is the most treasure deck card I've ever seen.
What colors are your treasure deck?
Right.
Mardu.
Right,
I made it a challenge to myself because it's super easy to do blue treasures. And I was like, I haven't played a Mardu deck. I'm going to make it hard. But that damn thing, anytime a creature you control deals damage, you get that many treasure tokens? Are you kidding me?
It gets,
so there are multiple facets to the color pie. One is the stuff looking separate. One is the actual function it has in the game. And green is supposed to be the best color at ramping.
Fair.
This is a card going toe-to-toe with tripling your mana or whatever.
It's just doing the that bear effect, right? Or Sword of Feast and Famine effect. What were you saying, Ben?
I love
Sorry.
that card, though.
I was just saying I don't want to take out my Ragavan from the sleeve in the other deck because like I already feel like handling that as much as I have has like I don't want to hurt the card. So I'm just gonna write this with Sharpie. There's a Ragavan in this deck now.
That's fine.
You can even grab it out of the other one when you play it, if you really want.
I love the Zorn, the dude who, when you make a treasure token, you get extra treasure.
Yeah.
Oh, Rust Monster, that was unveiled today. Why does that not destroy everybody else's artifacts and equipment?
Because we have to make a set that plays together, and that was definitely the first Rust Monster we designed.
I believe.
Arizona Angels asked what our opinions on foreign cards. I'm currently playing with a few of them. I liked them a lot less before COVID, when I would more often lend out coMMander or Modern decks to friends, and then it was a requirement for them to know what cards did. But with Spell Table World, that doesn't matter anymore. So, and then Wizards keeps printing really dope promos in Japanese, so I now own a bunch of those.
I only use cards in languages I can read, and right now that's every language but the 2 Chineses and Korean. So
that's impressive.
That's wild.
So, yeah, I mean, Magic is conveniently printed in languages that I can read, so I can use foreign cards as long as I can read them, and that's most of them.
I think the only foreign letter I could read the Hebrew, that dragon that was printed. That is
the one promo from like Prophecy or whatever.
You can read Hebrew.
Oh, I have no idea
what. You can't.
I don't know what it says, but I could like say it out loud.
I can read the one that was in Sanskrit from that same set.
Yeah, like I know what each letter sounds like.
I mean, dude, I speak like at my height I had 15 languages.
No way.
Wow.
Now I'm down to like 4. It's embarrassing, and I'm apologetic. But
that's incredibly impressive, Shivam.
It's my hobby.
I can if you name a movie, I can tell you the year it was released. I could go 90%, 9 times out of 10. There you go. That's my skill.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Ooh, good question. Let's see if I know this one right offhand. Either 87 or 88. I don't think it's the same year as Great Outdoors because that's 88. So I'm gonna say 87.
When was that? 87. Well done.
This is a
Nice.
fun game. You can
Oh,
also
man,
pick any year, and he can give you every Oscar winner. Not every Oscar winner, but the key category Oscar winners.
Yeah, if you name any year, I can pretty much tell you the picture, director, actor, actress, and both supporting.
All right, who won in 87?
In 87?
Yeah, we're already there.
Film was released in 87 for the 88 Oscars,
Oh,
unless you're asking about...
I'm gonna reshuffle the turn order. And
Yeah, let's talk about
the.
the... yeah, sure. 88 Oscars. Let's go with that.
The 88 Oscars, film was released in 87. Best Picture in 1987 is The Last Emperor. It is directed by Bernardo Bertolucci, who won Best Director for it. Best Supporting Actor went to Sean Connery for The Untouchables. Supporting Actress in 1987 went to... Make sure I'm about this. 87, right? 87, not 89, because 9 is My Left Foot. And Brenda Fricker, Zell. Right, Brenda Fricker. Yeah. So that means that 87 is Moonstruck. That's Cher and Olivia Dukakis won Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress, and then Best Actor was Michael Douglas for Wall Street.
That was a good-ass movie, too.
Yeah.
That was a good year for movies, randomly.
Well, that's a fun. That's like a fun TikTok trend that's going on. Is like, what is the best year for movies of all time? It's the person who created it said 1994. I responded with 1999.
Those are two of the best. They're
Isn't that like The Matrix is 99?
Yeah, Matrix has it has Matrix,
like
Fight Club,
American Beauty, Fight Club, The Matrix, like
Austin Powers.
It also has it also has it is the best year in like the 90s teen movie genre.
Yeah, it was like American Pie.
10 Things I Hate About You, Drive Me Crazy, Never Been Kissed, and
I think Galaxy Quest is 99.
Galaxy Quest is also 99.
Van Wilder.
Actually, I have all these.
No, Van Wilder was
pictures on my
2000.
phone. Van Wilder, was not it was not 99.
I love that movie.
Oh, I deleted
It's
all
an
of them.
awful movie, but I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a banger. Another one was 2014.
What came out then?
2014 has both Guardians and Winter Soldier, but let me bring it up.
I think I'm probably good to keep this opening hand.
1996, if only for Independence Day.
Yeah, it's just kind of lame. I'm going to take another one.
It has
Jules. Guardians of Faith. Flash, Vigilance, phases all your stuff out.
Yeah.
Love that card. What was up? Like, did you guys were trying to make cool white commander cards or what?
always and forever.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how we originally got to that. I think it didn't even start on the goal we were trying to explore. Like, we brought back phases out on some Teferi stuff and went like, this gameplay is actually pretty fun. Where do we want to use this? And started talking about spots, and we realized there was this gap in like anti-raft play where we keep having to stick it onto instants to be 3 mana, so it's cheap enough so that you can reasonably play with it when we're like giving indestructible or blinking your team, because both of those have a lot of other value either in combat against attackers or reusing your ETBs. And so we've never been able to make a creature version of that was cheap enough to do the job well, and realized with phasing we could get a card at a reasonable rate to do that job on a creature.
Yeah, it looks very cool. I'm very eager to play that one.
All right, I'll keep this time.
I'll keep. Turn order is me, Jules, Shivam, Ben.
Aye.
Everyone, make sure your life total is at 40. And change your commander to the commander you're playing. Ben.
I am changing it now as we speak, Alex. You don't have to raise your voice at me.
If that was raising my voice. If I'm going first, I'm going to play this here Birds of Paradise and pass the turn.
Sorry, I keep just wanting to like ask Jules questions that I think are interesting about the relevant set that's just coming out. Don't mind me.
I'll play a Spine Rock Knoll, and I guess I'll stick this one under it. Go ahead.
Did you guys have any problems with putting halflings in the set
Are there halflings in
instead
this?
of like Kithkin or whatever?
Yeah, we definitely talked about both Kithkin and Azra. Sorry, can go ahead, Ben.
Tieflings?
Or no, never mind. Ship them. Yeah.
Yeah. Tap Path of Ancestry, go.
As right, already basically having analogs in Magic, and there were a bunch of these for like, should we make a new creature type or use an existing one, and mostly decided like reading Kithkin on your halfling was going to be too weird to people coming here for a halfling.
Oh, you
It's
Alex.
not like
Fair.
Are there halflings
Right,
in this
like-
set? Did I just like blank over creature type? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, creature type halfling, creature type tiefling.
Oh, nice. I saw tiefling, and obviously I like was super hyped about druid, but I did not see halfling. That is cool. Ooh, that is the card I needed. It was Command Tower. That was the card I needed. Continuing that train. Actually, no. I'll just play branching of.
My son wants you to see his Lego.
ooh,
Ooh,
nice.
that's sweet. Is that like a ramp truck?
Yeah, it's like a truck that's like leaning on its side, some form.
It's like driving up.
Actually, it's a truck which got hit by another car and got flung into the air, and it needed Lego supports so it could hold up.
Oh,
He wanted a truck that's flying into the air, so he had to build Lego supports to make it
Nice.
look like it's holding it up. I guess he would edit those out in post.
Yeah.
it's the
Thanks,
Batman
Lego.
truck.
Careful.
Chat is extremely
Is it
all
Lego?
about this truck. Genius.
Rightfully
That's
so.
super creative. Looks sweet. An inboard truck. That's awesome. Sick.
Whose go is it?
I believe it is Jules. Sorry.
I'll play an inspiring vantage and pass the turn.
Untaps. Draw him a card. Forest.
Let me get a little more light. My camera's having trouble.
We will start with Scoos.
It was spoilers for Fast 9 that a truck is flipped in that exact way in Fast
Go
9.
ahead.
At least twice.
Boy, Fast 9 was definitely a movie that existed.
Yeah, it sure was. All right, let's see. So Jules has like Spine Rock Knoll, Commander, Alex. Do you have a creature, Alex?
I do not have a creature. You can come at me.
I'm gonna hit you for one with Carrion Feeder.
Wow.
Boomtown.
I'll remember this. Ooh,
I
we
know
have
you will.
House of Cards. Who are you targeting with your hydration?
I'm not scared of you. I'll play a jury.
You should be scared of House of Cards' ability to make you hydrate 4 times. Oh, everyone drink night. Everyone drink some water.
Ditto.
Quad hydrate.
Rank.
I'm gonna put some tea, Baby Yodas in the chat. Drinking some tea.
Oh yeah, I still have
soup.
these sweet sleeves. Alex, remember these? These were like the cool.
Yeah, I'm playing with them now. The altar sleeves,
Yeah.
mythic frames.
Yeah, they're cool. I think the ones I have are the Olivia ones.
Yeah. I have Inklin and Vince.
Yeah, I'm all done. I played jury. It's your turn, Alex.
Okay. All right. Gonna untap.
Volo is so cool.
Going to play
Anti-tribal.
Dryad Arbor
Yeah, we
and Rayhan. And Rayhan's going to come in with 6 counters on her. And I'm done.
That should be me, right?
Yep.
soon.
Jules.
I gotta go first. I'll cycle Desert
Oh,
through,
sorry.
and then play a Plains and a Crystal Ball, and I'm done.
That's the thing that just said to scry, right?
hmm One tap, scry 2.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Play me a Plains. Wow, look at all this mana I have. I'm going to play the funnest card that I haven't gotten really a lot of chance to play with. Crystalline Giant.
Ooh.
Love
Oh,
this
that
guy.
Sweet. I love that card.
This card's just like totally silly and fun, and I feel like doesn't get nearly enough love.
That's the combat. You get a new counter on it.
Yeah,
right?
so it's right now at the beginning of my combat, so I'm going to well, you know what? Is haste one of them? Haste is not one of them, so y'all go ahead and I'm gonna figure out which counter is supposed to go on this.
Okay.
It's gonna take me a minute.
My turn. So Alex, you now have Rayhan in play, right?
I do have Rayhan in play. She is a 6/6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Can I get a cards in hand count, please?
9.
I've
4.
got
10.
6.
How many, Alex?
4?
4,
5.
6,
6.
5. Well, I mean, that seems reasonable. Let's get everybody down to maybe a little more even.
As apropos for the D&D, I will have to pull out my D&D dice to randomize this to roll.
Foreboding Ruins. And I'm going to reveal this mountain to make sure that I can do the Foreboding Ruins. Nobody forget that I have a mountain in hand.
I've already forgotten what land was it.
There. I have a mountain in hand that I just revealed to you.
Wow.
And I'm going to tap 3 manas. I'm going to play Lightning Skelemental. And I'm going to enter the attack step. And
Jules, we lost.
we lose
you.
Shivam?
Or Shivam, we lost.
Too
you.
many dice.
Shivam has gone.
Yeah, I hit my mouse and then just closed the window. Give me a second. That's funny.
It's kind of a bummer though, because Alex is a big creature, and I know Shivam's got at least the scoos and
Yeah, I've got a
something
scoos and a thing, and I will be right back. Yes.
Jules, I hate to do it to you because I wanted to get cards down. That was the whole point.
Mm.
But here's the thing. Here's the real tough thing. So how big is your crystalline giant?
It's a 3. Well, let me roll to see.
Either 3/3 or 4/4.
Yeah, it's either a 3/3. So it's a 7 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 3/3 with reach.
I'm going to bring up crystalline.
And you have no mana open, so that means that if I come at you with Skelemental, you will have to take 1, which means you're going to lose 2 cards no matter what, even if you've double blocked. All right, so what that means is, but then also Shivam's got creatures, and he's gonna start coming at me. Jules, I'm a big fan of you, I gotta tell you, but I don't really see a way to use my damage here without just crushing you. Also,
Well,
you have 6 cards.
You can
it goes.
you can attack Shivam or.
I know.
Shivam, guys. Shivam. You know
Sorry.
me already. Come on.
Shivam,
I
sorry.
apologize.
Yeah. Well, unless Jules, if I go at Shivam, not you, is that like a little bit of a leniency alliance that I get from you?
Yeah, but Borca's first attack won't go your way.
Okay, we're like soft buddies. But then Shivam, you have 5 cards?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Who has a Dragon Rage Channeler?
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. So then, Jules, I'm gonna only come at you with a small amount of damage because you're the only person that I can get in on the ground with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with Jury and Carrion Feeder for 1, and then Shivam, I'm gonna go at you with Lightning Skelemental for 6.
Okay, what does Lightning Skelemental do?
It is a 6/1 trample haste. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards 2 cards.
Oh, just typing in lightning does not help.
It's just a ball lightning that if it hits you, you're gonna discard.
Yeah, it's a ball lightning that makes me discard.
Yeah.
And it's got trample, so blocking is not a worthwhile endeavor. So I got to discard 2.
Correct. You take 6 and discard 2.
It's
Okay, I'm going to.
It's a ball blight.
That's actually not the worst thing in the world because of the nature of my deck. So I'm going to discard a Scootworm and a Sawtusk Demolisher and take 6 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Someone gets to surveil, but I'll let you know who it is in a second. Keep playing.
Okay, so then Jules, you take 2. Shivam, you take 6. You discard 2 cards. That's how this is working?
Yep.
Am I correct here?
I
Great.
have discarded, yes.
Second main
These
phase.
are my discards.
What are they? The bear and what else?
It's a Scootworm and a Sawtusk Demolisher.
Got it.
If you wonder what I then do, let me know.
Second main phase, I will sacrifice the Skelemental to Carrion Feeder, and I will also get a counter on Jury because of the trigger, so they both become 2/2s. So much lower power than last deck, but still very fun. All right. That'll do it. That's my turn.
All right, and tap. I draw a card. To keep drawing decently. This is a black-green. What do I need? I would like black mana, please.
What in everybody's graveyard?
Nothing.
Lightning spell.
Right.
All right, so I have a question for the class. How do we feel about revenge?
I mean,
Revenge against Shivam? I think it's a great idea.
I'm playing red-white, so I guess Boros Reckoner would approve.
Okay, all right. So
I just want to do the thing, man.
I'm gonna play Jessica. With Birds of Paradise. 1, 2, tap Dryad Arbor. 3. I'm gonna use Jessica to target who comes in with 2 loyalty counters. Target Rayhan. So Rayhan will do triple damage this turn. And then I will swing Rayhan at Ben.
Now, why would you do such a thing? Okay, so I take 18. Is that
Nope.
what you're getting at?
You take 18 infect damage. Actually, you take 21 infect damage. I cast Tainted Strike.
Damage and infect kill.
I'm just out. I'm just out of the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, how big is the creature that you're coming at me with?
6 or now a 7/6.
Wait, what did you just do?
I used Jessica to give Rayhan triple damage, and then I used Tainted Strike to give Rayhan infect.
Oh shit!
This is for stealing my land, Ben.
Can you? Can I just real fast? Can you just read Jessica to me?
Yes. Choose target creature until your next turn. If that creature would deal combat damage to one of your opponents, it deals triple that damage to that player instead.
Well, yeah, it's sick. It's infected.
Yep, I am dead.
Oh my god. Well.
And I'm gonna play Expedition Map. Done. Sorry, Ben, but
Hey man, you gotta take it when you can. I get you.
Oh.
Yeah.
today I woke up and chose violence. Technically, Twitter
chosen.
chose this deck.
I am super excited for the new red mythic dragon, by the way. If you get it up to 20, it does 20 damage to any target.
Oh, if you make it a 20, 20 does 20, or 20, if you give it plus 14.
20 power.
Got it. Fire breathing, that, right?
Yeah.
What's its other? Oh, it can't be countered. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and haste.
Este hechizo no puede ser contrarrestado. Contrarrestado.
It also
Countered.
has the Jules chat asked for wild shape. What got you to turtle, spider, and elephant, and were there other considered friends?
Yeah. So basically, it was we wanted the 3 modes to serve pretty different rules for when you wanted them, which quickly got us onto like hexproof, something better for offense and something better for defense. But for a while, the offensive one was more power statted and was tiger form.
Ooh. It is also your turn. I don't know if I told you that. Okay, cool.
All right. I very much appreciate your service, Alex, but I'm a little too afraid of this Rayhan Jessica combination here. So Palace Jailer is gonna take Rayhan into custody.
I'm gonna look at Palace Jailer really quick.
When Palace Jailer enters the battlefield, I become the Monarch, and when it enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until an opponent becomes the Monarch.
Yay, Monarch.
I'm going to cast Deflecting Swat and move that to somewhere else. I'm going to move it to...
You know what the best use of Deflecting Swat is? Deflecting Swat summons Bojuka Bog. that makes them real unhappy.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's really good. I should put this into more cards. Thank
It's
you,
such a
Etcha.
dumb card.
Oh, that was a very convenient nerf herder bot. Okay. Is it permanent or I just
Creature only.
creature only?
Creature and opponent controls.
Whew, so is Scavenging Ooze or Crystalline Giant worse? I don't even know what Crystalline Giant really does. I guess it's a creature
just
that can
gets a bunch of keywords.
attack me. I like Crystalline Giant less. I'll get rid of Crystalline Giant.
Brr.
Sorry.
Exiled.
And then I'm done.
Hey, dude, talk to me about the new lands.
Oh, and my turn and draw a monarch.
I now have one card in my hand.
The module cover lands.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Anger. Okay.
Oh, what new lands? Oh, the
The ones that
ones.
are the new lands that turn into creatures.
Yeah, the new.
Phyrexian Tower. I'm going to tap, tap, and tap to mutate Necropanther onto Skooth. Whenever this creature mutates, return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. So that's going to be Old Scuttles. And then I'm going to pay 1 to eat. Oh, he's dead. What do you? What's in the graveyard? Anybody got graveyard?
Deflecting Swat and Tainted Strike.
Just a land.
I have no graveyard. I'm dead.
Well, you were the one who I was going to target, so I guess I can't.
Ben is the graveyard.
Okay, well then actually I'm going to do that turn differently. I'm going to tap these 3 this way to mutate this. Oh no, I have to for 4. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's right. It's correct. This is my turn. So then, Kessler, you've got all that stuff is untapped.
Expedition Map, Branching Evolution, and Jessica are untapped.
Jessica's dead.
Yep, that's I assumed. She will go to my command zone.
Pass my turn.
Okay. Draw for the turn. Play a forest.
Yeah, so those lands
Oh, I
were
should have
kinda-
attacked the Jules.
Hmm.
Oh well, next time.
Monarchy. Yeah, so those lands were kind of 2 different asks that happened to come together and mesh really nicely. The Future League wanted some additional creature lands in the environment to sort of even out late games and make sure that all the decks would have resilient threats that would keep things from drawing out too long. And at the same time, the folks working on the special treatments in each set had this idea of doing module covers like the old D&D modules.
They look
And
sick.
so we weren't really sure what cards to put those on, and then realized all of these lands wanted to basically be exactly what was pictured on all those old modules. On like, here's this cool monster, go find where it is and slay it.
I love it. But did you have any thought about putting cards like iconic cards like Fireball or Lightning Bolt in?
Yeah, we discussed every single Magic card that is
Remotely.
exactly the name of a thing in D&D, and a lot that are adjacent. But again, there are a lot of factors in the set playing together well. So like Fireball was just miserable for limited when any deck that had a fair number of treasure was just going to splash it, and so every single one that got opened at uncommon would get played in Smash games, and nobody wants to open that card as they're rare. And Lightning
Fair.
Bolt was just too strong for the standard environment
You
entirely.
guys should have made a delayed blast Fireball. Then you could have had Fireball in there.
Well, we've got Farada's Fireball instead.
And Meteor Swarm.
Indeed.
What the hell is up with Flame Skull? That's such a weird mythic.
In what
I guess
manner?
it's like the 3/1 red flyer that when it dies. Oh, actually, that's
Yeah.
a cool card. Never mind. It was confusing when I first read it, but it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna get a Bloodstainmire with Expedition Map.
It's your turn. Sorry, I'm just like.
No, you're good. I haven't.
Spoiler.
I wasn't really doing
Fair,
anything.
man.
So I'm gonna also cast Green Sun Zenith. So when people said I had the whole world in my hand, they weren't wrong. And then I'm gonna get Evolutionary Sage.
Nice.
Don't you mean Siege?
No, it's a sage. It's not a rhino. There's no rhinos here. There could be rhinos. One day there may be rhinos. Oh, also rhino's not a human. That rhino feels great in Nethroi. I'm all about it. What? Is it in eggs? Is Gerard the Weatherlight hero in eggs deck? Jules, did you design Gerard? Am I wrong that? I feel like Glenn said you designed a Gerard.
You were right. That card was originally in Commander Legends, and then we realized there was opportunity for a whole swath of Weatherlight characters in the Commander decks, so we swapped them over.
I love the fact that every instant sorcery is a DM telling you something. You're ambushed on the road. You find a cursed idol. Those are all so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing Rayhan at you, Jules, just because you could block it, or I could get
right.
Yeah, cool.
See you, Palace Jailer.
And then I'm
We
done.
get my dude back?
No, when I lose the Monarchy, you get it back.
Oh.
Which I assume will be soon, but not yet. I'm going to draw another card first.
Why is Tarask so not Tarask?
Who's Tarask?
Tarask is the biggest, baddest, scariest thing in D&D.
Oh, why is the
It's like-
Tarask? But isn't it supposed to be a meme that it's not as scary in D&D as it used to be?
Well, yeah, because you read that in my tweet.
Well, I mean, no. I the Tarask is one of the things I did know ahead of time due to D&D TikTok, which apparently I'm on, or have been on for a while. Well, it's because I'm DMing a Savage Worlds campaign, and so like D&D TikTok is really helpful for like cool puzzles or things you can do or cool items you can give players. So I've been on it for a while, and so like that's most of the references I'm getting is from being on D&D
like,
TikTok.
It should have been like, an Eldrazi level, like Annihilator, Indestructible, Trample. This guy can be blocked by a plant token. It's just like...
So
By two, you can fight one thing before.
Two plant tokens. I put my 2 insects out and my 2 pests out, and they block the Tarask.
and you gain 2 life.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of it is just competing with the existing cards in that vein is really hard. Nobody's excited for make the 5th best Eldrazi that you never actually play with over the other
well,
ones.
I'm just like, it's in the same environment as friggin' Questing Beast. And like, Tarask, at least give it Trample. At least give it Trample.
I assure you it's a lot scarier than Questing Beast when it's on the battlefield.
That Ward 10 definitely makes it a challenge.
But yeah,
Do you think I'll give it
definitely
Beholders?
something we discussed on like juicing it up more to look even cooler versus giving it some further applications in like being actually castable or reanimatable.
Fair.
I guess there's a balance between this card is playable in standard, so we will see a really cool card see play, or this card looks really, really big, but we'll never see play in any deck.
Right. Yeah, it's a frequent trade-off we have to make.
And you don't want to miss and like accidentally make Grizzlebrand, so.
True.
Oops, a
Why
Grizzlebrand.
didn't you guys give Beholders the eye subtype?
Yeah, I mean, as with all these overlappy things, we discussed them a bunch on like, would this make sense and feel right, and mostly landed on it's definitely the magic type that they most resemble, but at the end of the day, like they have a bunch of eyes. It's not like a beholder just is an eye, like an illithid is a horror. And
Well, I mean,
that was probably the closest.
my Evil Eye of Orm
like
Gore tribal deck is very disappointed in you.
Yeah, we definitely talked about it a lot, and we're aware that was going to be the case.
Like Shivam's gonna come at us with this one stupid.
But they have the beholder creature type. Like,
Right.
yeah. I feel like
I mean, dude, look, beholders are amazing. I'm not gonna say no.
if
beholders.
if you weren't going to give them a creature type, I think you'd have just as many people that are like semantically, wait, it has 60 eyes, not just one eye.
So you want to know the dumbest usage of beholder in the history of mankind? In the first D&D movie, there's the one dungeon they go to, which is like a 2-room dungeon. There's a beholder there that's acting like a watchdog. Now, beholders have something like 10 eyes that they point in every direction so that you can't sneak up on them. That's their entire point. They're meant to be huge monsters that scope the entire universe. This beholder, the party's thief, threw a rock. All 10 eye stalks swung over, looked at this rock so that this idiot thief could go and sneak behind it. The dumbest beholder in the history of mankind. Untap my lands.
Beautiful.
I mean,
Draw a card.
now I want to make
play
like an encounter against
forest.
like the world's dumbest beholder.
It is just like, it was offensive. I mean, that movie was offensively bad, but that was just like,
Like you
20
make it,
years
you
later,
make it
I'm
like
still mad about
totally indestructible. Like it does more damage than any other beholder, like more whatever. But then if you just use a rock, it's one weakness.
Okay, so Jules, is Bell Borca in play?
Yeah, I cast Borca and.
Oh, so by the way, actually, no, I'm holding this land back for a second.
I'm going to remind myself what Borca does. Note the converted mana cost of each card as it's put into exile. Its power is equal to the greatest number noted. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play the card that's cool. Okay, cool. Oh, for it this turn. So it's not. If you had exiled something 4 turns ago, it would not. Bella Borca's power isn't as big as that biggest number from before.
Right.
Cool.
So, currently 0 power, but if I Swords to Plowshare something, it might be big all of a sudden.
Got it.
Okay, so I'm going to tap all 4 of these to play Cavern Whisperer on top of Scoot Swarm, which is now Menace 4/4. Whenever this card mutates, everybody discards a card. And then
I will discard.
I'm going to put out a forest and make a copy of Scuttles.
I discard Bloodstained Mire.
Or rather, I'm going to make a 1/1 insect creature.
I'm discarding Ondu Inversion.
What is Borca's stats?
Currently 0/5.
0/5. Yikes. Okay.
I mean, Bradley, people
Kessler,
can
what do you
cheer,
have untapped?
and I think a bell-like sound will happen if people cheer every time Bell Borca exiles something. I have Evolutionary Stage. She's a 3/2.
Okay, then I'm going to pass my turn.
I will untap. I will draw a card. Ooh. Okay. This turn is way less exciting now that Bloodstained Mire is not in play.
Bug.
I will attack Shivam with Rayhan.
What is Rayhan right now?
A 6/6.
Is it Trample, Bample, anything?
Nope.
I block it with my bug.
Cool. I will play Findlehorn Elves, and I will also
Findlehorn Elves?
Findhorn. Wow. It's just a bunch of Ben Batemans here. I will play Jessica. She comes.
Does anybody
in
have any creatures in their graveyard?
No.
with-
Or, sorry, yes. Palace Jailer. I
Oh,
forgot.
yeah. I'm going to eat Palace Jailer with Coos.
She comes in 3
And I
counters.
gain
Scry 2.
a life.
And Jessica is going to. Is there any like?
You could make a 10-foot pole.
Is there any X2s? What are your power and toughness, Shivam?
4/4/4/4.
Okay. I am just gonna pass.
Yeah, definitely in the set for a good long while, but ultimately couldn't find a design that was like satisfying and felt like the thing and was
I'll be
cool
back. I'm
and
using the
not
restroom.
fighting all the same things that Check for Traps did.
Fair.
So I left both on top. I'm going to exile
The
Ingenuity
Gelatinous
Engine.
Cube is a win, by the way.
Yeah, glad to hear. So Borca's power is 7 for the moment.
Oof. What did you exile with that?
Ingenuity Engine,
Hmm.
but I've only got 5 mana, so I'm probably not casting it this moment. I will play my pathway on the white side. Then
Belle Biv de Borca. My favorite rapper from the 80s.
guess I'm gonna slash the ranks. So destroy all creatures and planeswalkers except commanders.
What? I was just about to get Scoot Swarm to go.
Yeah, you figured out why I cast it.
Piddles.
But if it makes you
Exiled?
feel better. Destroyed.
Oh, destroyed. Phew, I can get them back.
And then I guess I'll leave Jessica out, but I'll hit Alex for 7 commander damage.
I need to put that in this deck. Damn. When did that card come out? Commander Legends?
Commander Legends. Yeah. Then I'll pass the turn and draw for Monarch.
Untap. Upkeep draw.
I'm back. What happened? Am I dead?
We got Wrath.
All your creatures except Rayhan died, and you took 7.
All my creatures except for Rayhan died, and I took 7 to my face.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How?
I'm going to play Awakening Zone.
From Borca.
What did?
7 commander damage, Kess.
Oh. Wait.
Bell
What?
exiled Ingenuity Engine on my upkeep.
Got it.
And then I cast Slash the ranks.
Bell Borca did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool.
Well, Borca is such a weird design, but so neat, especially with Fortel.
Yeah, that one's extra weird because you can't see the converted mana cost.
Okay, I'm going to pass my turn.
Draw a card. I am living in a world with less gas than I would like. Oh, all my creatures are dead. Even Birds of Paradise and a Dryad Arbor. Actually, that was a blowout for me.
With a hell of a blowout.
But you have no creatures? I'm going to use Jessica to do 18 commander damage to you, Jules.
Oh, path it.
Yep, cool.
Gotta give you some mana back, right?
Yeah, that's what I need. Well, I need to stop drawing it, so that's fair. I'll get a mountain.
I'm going to tap 2 while you guys are doing this in Corpse turn.
Sure.
Put the top 3 in my library, and then get a creature back.
And then I'll return Obash to my hand, or I'll bring Obash to my hand. I'm done.
So I'm milling Siege Rhino, Gem Razor, and Insatiable Hemophage. And I'm going to get back.
During my upkeep, I'll activate Crystal Ball to scry 2 for resolving Borca's trigger.
Four, 5, 6, 7. I guess I'm just going to get Siege Rhino back.
So Borca is gonna flip a Coom Warrior. And so Bell's power is 6 this turn. I will play this on the land side. Cast a Prismatic Lens. Tap it for Commander's Plate. And
Prismatic
flip
Lens?
Bell. Yep. Need the 2-mana rocks. Bell can come out early someday. Uh, anyway, so Bell's up to 9 power this turn, and protection from stuff besides red and white.
Wow,
And
is Jules some type of Commander Legends expert?
awesome.
Yes, cheers. What is this?
Okay.
I'm gonna hit Alex for 9 more commander damage.
Oof.
Gotta have the threat on.
Yeah, I mean, the earlier the game ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Right. It's
Jeez.
all for Ben.
Jules owes Ben a favor, and so the favor is revenge.
Are you done, Jules?
I'm done.
Yeah, what are the chances we get a third game? Probably low, right?
What time is it? 9:40 feels lowish, but
Yeah.
well, it depends.
Yeah, because I got to still finish editing my show. I get my Eldrazi.
I dropped the mark.
Oh man, as speaking of altars, Sword of Feast and Family.
Lord of Feast and Famine. God, that movie was so heinous.
Oh yeah, well that's why you go to watch it though. I'm not looking for this
I
movie
went to
be
watch it
good.
because that was the last thing Fandango gave me before they fired me, which is a free ticket to go watch Fast and the Furious or Fast. And I was like, I'm going to use your money then, bud.
Fair.
I'm going to tap 5.
I was watching it to see the
Including,
world's
Path of
largest zip
Ancestry.
line.
To mutate Chittering Harvester onto my spawn,
Nice.
which is a 4/6, and because it was the creature type that shares a creature type with my commander, I get to scry 1, but each of you sacrifices a creature.
I don't have a creature in play. That's fine.
See ya, Bell.
Ah,
I will
doing
leave
God's
that.
work.
I get this dude back. Yay, and now I'm going to roll a d10. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get reach again. Okay, fine. Pass my turn.
Untap, draw. Ooh, okay. This is what I needed earlier. I will use my 5 mana to cast Rayhan. She comes in with 6 counters on her. But she's a green card. So, fun fact about green cards. Or in the Reef the Vastwood exists. And we'll put 2 additional
Nice.
counters. And then, what is the power and toughness, Shivam, of your friends?
4, 6, and a 3/3.
4, 6, and a 3/3. Okay, cool. I think I'm going to end my turn there. Oh, but you make people sacrifice a creature every time you mutate? That's so bad for me. Okay. And
Look, man, I needed to get Crystalline Giant back, okay?
it's a 4, 6.
And Belfrico was going to end you otherwise.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna be sad when Rayhan dies.
Again.
Maybe mutate onto something else.
Play a planes. And what am I doing?
Oh, we got a Carson. Hag Carson. It is still going. We killed Ben, but he killed all of us in game 1 pretty thoroughly, so then I got revenge. Jules is doing his best to get revenge for Ben on me for killing Ben.
Kill them all.
The old revenge.
As Michael said, ask not for whom the bell Borca tolls. But it tolls for me.
Alright. I'm going to be very sad, but don't think I have a way out of Shivam doing stuff otherwise. So I'm going to austere command to kill at least the big creatures, and then I guess probably also the small creatures so that Alex doesn't just kill me.
Yep.
4 mana or 3 mana. Oh. That's everything.
Indeed.
I just got him back.
And then I will cast a Humble Defector. And end my turn, draw Monarch.
Humble Defector taps to draw cards and you give him to a player?
Yep.
That's stupid. Like, Monarch is just going to sit there forever, isn't it?
That was the plan.
Spawn.
It's
Wait,
combat damage, right?
No, then my Crystalline Giant should never have come back. Because it's until you're not Monarch anymore. Not just because Borca is dead.
Oh, Shivam, it's your turn.
Yeah, so this guy's still in exile. So I've got my spawn token and draw a card, which is a lot less good now that all of my things are dead. But I'm going to tap 4 and play a good old classic Burly Boy. See, just Rhinokus hit all y'all for 3, and I gain 3.
Okay.
Pass.
Draw of the turn.
In flames.
I'm going to play Obash, the Prey Piercer. I am going to then minus Jessica. So I deal 2 damage to 3 targets. So 4 damage to 3 targets. It's going to be the Humble Defector. It's going to be the Rhino. It's going to be the Spawn.
Wait. One more time.
Jessica does 4 damage to 3 creatures. Spawn, Rhino, and all the creatures. All the other creatures.
So she does 4 damage total to 3 creatures, and then Obash doubles that.
No, that's what the double are. So it's 2 damage.
Okay,
to 3
because
creatures
this guy's a
times.
4/5.
Why is it a 4/5? Is it just a
That's
4/5
what we
generally?
asked back in Constant.
Yep. That's fair. I should know that.
You can hit one of our faces instead.
But there's no. Then
Why is it a 4/5 is definitely a question that we asked.
Do I want Jessica to live, or do I? Well, I guess it's a 4/5, so I can block Siege Rhino all day long. Oh, we lost Ben. Ben's gone.
I'm still here.
No, I'm just gonna let Jessica hang out, and I'm gonna end my turn.
All right, I'll scry with Crystal Ball.
You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we just lost your visual.
My board, I just like...
Your keyboard. It's very important.
Yeah.
I'll leave 1 on top.
My passive-aggressive, silent resistance.
I guess since I'm playing with this card, I should play with the other one.
I'm gonna activate this here Humble Defector, and Shivam, you can have him.
So I get, what is that?
It's a 2/1 human rogue, and has tap, draw 2 cards, target opponent gains control of Humble Defector. Activate this ability only during your turn.
Who are you giving it to?
Shivam. Then I suppose I will count my mana better. Cast a Thought Vessel. And cast Borca. Play spectator seating while there are still 2 of you, and equip Commander's Plate.
So Borca is a
Currently 3/8.
a 3/8. Okay.
And then I will end my turn and draw Monarch.
Okay, so draw my card, untap, and now I have a rules question.
Exciting.
Can I tap Humble Defector to draw cards, and then before giving it away, sacrifice it to Phyrexian Tower?
You can. I missed the Phyrexian Tower in your land row. Powerful.
Because that's what I'm going to. Oh, Hums gets taps. I draw 2 cards. Ooh. Okay. And then, in response to the trigger to hand it off to somebody, I'm going to pitch it for 2 black mana. Oh, I get a second spawn token. I've got 2 black floating. I will play a land, which is my Bountiful Promenade, because I have 2 or more opponents. Thanks for the reminder. And now, we are going to have a time. Ooh, okay, let's see. So I'm going to mutate out Nethroi. So that's 4. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tap out to do this. And I'm going to mutate him onto one of my spawn tokens. Mutating onto spawn tokens is like the best. The spawn token that didn't have, or that had haste, not the other one. So this is the one that just came into play. This is the one that didn't a second ago. So now that I've mutated him, I can return any number of target creatures with power 10 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. This is going to take a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. So scuttles 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 3 plus 3, let's see. 6 and 9. Oh, 4 and 7 is 10. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to bring back good old Necropanther. Actually, Necropanther will stay there for the time being. I'm going to bring back Insatiable Hemophage, and I'm going to bring back Chittering Harvester. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice.
Okay. They don't
That
mutate
was-
though, right? Chittering Harvester is just in play.
No, they all just sit
Right.
and they
Okay.
just sit and play. They will mutate eventually, but for now, I mean, I guess that's like the failsafe in Nethroi is like, hey, they just exist.
Mhm.
So now you've got Borca back again.
Yep. That's the
That's
thing
dumb.
about ghosts that investigate their own death. They just won't stay out of things.
Well, you know what though? I'm going to attack you for a Nethroi and a Siege Rhino.
Hey,
So it's a 4 and a 5.
Do you have any mana open?
No,
All right.
don't have any mana open either.
Yeah, but I guess I can block your 5 with no fear with my 8 toughness.
Yes.
But do I really want to send it back to the command zone? Who knows? I guess I'll
Well,
block.
you've got a 4, 5, and a 5, 5. So
Yeah, I guess I'll block Nethroi. You've got the tower anyway.
yeah. So then I get plus 5 life because Nethroi got Death Touch and Lifelink.
You don't gain any life because I've got protection from black and green.
Fair. So yeah, you block it. I guess then he just sits there. But that's okay because you get through for 4,
Mhm.
and that means that I get my dude back,
Indeed.
which is
The
irrelevant,
monarchy is yours.
and I get to be the king.
It is good to be the king.
I'm gonna pass my turn and draw my little crown.
All right, I'm gonna draw for the turn. Ooh, that's a pretty card. Does mean I don't get to play all the cards I would want, but it does get me another creature into play, which I like. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play Ignoble Hierarch. I am also going to play Mowu and friend. I'm going to activate him, put a +1/+1 counter on Obash, but Branching Evolution is a thing, so it's 2 +1/+1 counters. And then I'm going to think about my options. So,
Monarch.
so
Did I draw my card for Monarch? I forget.
We have protection from red and black, right?
I have protection from black, green, and blue.
You have protection from black, green, and blue. Okay, so you have protection from Obash.
Right, but if you can deal 8 damage with Jessica, you're in the clear.
I can't yet, currently. Ever? Well, not ever. That's not true. I guess I can currently do 6. So soon. If I lived in a world with unlimited mana. Ooh, I can now tap Obash for mana, though. And since I'm not attacking, because Shivam, you and me, I feel like we need each other so that, Jules doesn't win. So I'm going to play Aggravated Assault, and then I'm going to pass.
Aggravated Assault.
Yeah.
Alright, let me think for a sec on my upkeep if I want a crystal ball. Aggravated Assault.
The hell does that do? Oh, you get extra combats.
Yeah,
oh, that's bad.
It's 5 mana extra combat. I have to. It costs 5 mana, but I can. It's an activated thing, which is nice. It can go infinite. I don't think I currently am playing with many ways to go infinite, if any.
Alright, I guess I'm not gonna crystal ball. So upkeep Borca exiles Temple of the False God. I'll draw. Play Temple as my land. And then Shivam, your only creatures that are none of black, green, or blue are
Crystalline Giant.
And Crystalline Giant.
Black, green, or blue?
Yeah.
That's literally Crystalline Giant and a spawn.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to spend 4 for Chandra, Torch of Defiance. And I'm going to -3 her to deal 4 damage to the giant.
Oof. Toasty.
Then I will pay R for Magmatic Sinkhole and exile 5 cards from my graveyard. The largest of which is Ondu Inversion. So Borca's base power will become 8, so total power will become 11.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, because the armor gives him bonus 2.
Right. And I'm going to deal 5 damage to the spawn.
I allow that to happen. I don't like where this is going. I feel like there's a setup here.
Woo, that's some sweet exile-mancy.
I will then attack you with Borca.
What a dorka.
And cast Boros Charm to give him double strike until end of turn.
That's what 22 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
well. I guess you're the monarch then. GG.
See, if you hadn't had to ask as many aggressive questions about, which cards are missing, you could be alive right now.
Yeah.
But this is.
I thought I was going for Alex first.
You just betrayed Ben, though. I want Ben to remember that for the next game. Big.
This is what I get for asking about dragons.
Yeah, I still intend to
you
kill
might
you,
remember,
Alex.
so I pull my punches. Be afraid. Live in fear. Never, Alex. I'm just gonna refocus my energy to killing you first. I had sort of diversified. I had started to get really interesting with it, but no, I'm just back on the murder Alex Kessler train.
I feel like that's a safe place to be.
Yeah, it always works.
This is unfair.
Indeed.
Ben is way more scary than I am. All right, what's
So, second main phase.
Yep.
7 damage has been dealt, so I'm going to use Spine Rock Knoll to return to dust your 2 enchantments.
Branching Evolution and Aggravated Assault. Okay.
And
you know what?
for my
I love
final
commander
trade,
damage.
I'll play a Gale Powder Mage, and then I'm done.
Commander damage is my favorite thing in Commander.
Gale Pattern Mage?
Gale Powder Mage.
Powder?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, just looking it up.
All one word.
What does that do?
Powder.
It
It's a 3/3 flyer, and
go.
when it attacks, it flickers something until end of turn.
Like, people unnecessarily hate on Commander damage, but I think it's just like half of my decks win by Commander damage. I love that. Super, super good. There are plenty of cards that play around mechanically with Commander damage. Check out Berserk, for instance.
Jules, you're at 31.
Yeah.
And you're tapped out.
One blocker. Tapped out, but one blocker.
I just really like Voltron decks. And Voltron decks mean that Commander damage is how I win.
Times 2 is 10.
Indeed.
Times 3 is 30. Okay. I will -3 Jessica, doing 6 damage to 3 things. It'll be Chandra, the Flyer, and you.
Makes sense.
She'll go to the command zone. I'll then recast her for 7. That'll be the
So what the hell is up with Xanathar?
I am then going to 0 her on Obash. And then I'm going to use Zhang Yu to give Obash an additional counter, and then I will swing at you, Jules, with Obash Exalted Trigger.
That's 21?
It is.
Oh no, it doubles itself too.
6,
Never mind.
7, 14 times 3 is 28, 30, 42 damage.
Yeah, no, that's very lethal. My brain didn't fill in Obash doubling itself for some reason. Well
Fair.
played.
Yep. That's all I'm doing here. Yes, finally Obash killed someone. I've only cast Obash twice because the commander tax makes it really expensive, or the companion tax. But cool, that happened. So, nice.
I don't know, man. I like that. I was able to Nethroi off. My deck did a bunch of things, and I got to play Siege Rhino. And really, any game you can play Siege Rhino is a good game.
I mean, that's true.
Indeed.
That is true.
Just ask literally anybody playing during Cons Block.
Yeah, or Modern until Birthing Pod was banned, which I guess was still Cons Block. Never mind. Yeah, Cons Block. Sage Rhinos in chat. I don't know if we have an emote that's even close to that. Is there a Rhino? They have like all those free Pokemon. Is there a close enough Rhino-y Pokemon? There is. This is kind of a Rhino. I'm gonna go with Sisween. It looks like it's got a Rhino-y horn.
No Rhyhorns?
There is no Rhyhorn in the
Rhyhorn
free...
is perfect.
Yeah, Rhyhorn, it would be perfect. But we have Scizor, Empoleon, Decidueye, Darkrai, Blastoise, Shadow Mew, Sceptile, Garchomp, Chandelure, Braixen, Aegislash.
Okay, nobody cares about Pokemon. I want to ask Jules more questions before we go.
Well, okay, so we are confirming we do not have time for a third game. That is fine. Normally 2 games.
I have
is
to
our-
put my post. I have to put my episode up.
Yeah, that is totally fine. So yeah, ask. You get Jules. You get to say how many questions Shivam gets before we do all sign-offs.
All right, let's go for 3. How's that sound?
Okay, 3. Let's start with, like I just said, Xanathar, the mega guild tyrant eyeball guy, who basically says you don't get to play. At the beginning of upkeep, choose target opponent until end of turn. That player can't cast spells. You can mind control them. Take the top card of the library at any time, play it, and that. It's basically Mind Slaver of your choice every turn.
You don't control any of the stuff in their hand or board. It's more steal a bunch of cards from their deck every turn.
Now, when you that just seems such a mean thing to do. I guess I just don't like designs like that where I don't get to, where you take over my turn. It feels really
So they don't take over your turn. It's on the turn of whoever has Xanathar.
I guess they get
play
to
off the top.
use my deck on their turn as well as
Right.
theirs.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
It's
less invasive.
sort of future sight from the opponent's deck.
Hmm.
But yeah, that definitely treads the line a little bit on like I might play with your cards more than you get to.
Yeah, because it feels like it could get a little. I mean, the fact that it's limited to your turn makes it less gross, which is nice. How familiar were you with the realms before you started this design?
I would say fairly familiar, but not like in depth. I hadn't read all of the Drizzt novels.
You
or
haven't read
whatever.
all 250 novels in the Forgotten Realms?
Right. I've just played a lot of campaigns in the Forgotten Realms.
How dare you? Okay, I guess last question here. So, sub question before we get to question. The two big mechanics for this were dungeons and class, right? Like for the set? Were
And
there
so
any
you
other?
want to count dice rolling? But,
Oh, I guess dice rolling too.
mhm.
Did you were you guys looking? Dice rolling is actually a really good question, I guess. When you were including dice rolling, were you worried about how that would be reacted to? Because it's been an unmechanic thus far. I love it. I personally think it should. I mean, I'm glad to see it, and I'm lobbying to try to get the uncards legalized, the dice rolling uncards legalized, because this is now dice rolling. But with dungeons kind of acting like sort of a side deck like Contraption did, and dice rolling, are you guys using more and more unmechanics to try to bring them into the game?
It's not an explicit desire so much as like the unsets were always exploring stuff we thought might be fun, but was a little bit crazy, and seeing how it worked and trying to make this set feel really true to Dungeons and Dragons as opposed to the Magic system got us looking a little further outside the box to really capture exactly the feel that we were going for.
Yeah, because I worry about I mean I realize that standard is not a problem these days, but I'm just thinking about Kai Buddha sitting here rolling dice
Yeah.
and trying to move a counter around his dungeon and just the scowl on his face as he would be doing this.
Yeah, we were definitely very cognizant of that. Like, none of the dice rolling cards are aimed at competitive constructed formats. And even within limited, they're definitely focused in blue and red, so it's easier to draft a deck that's not doing a lot of die rolling if that's not your thing, or easier to draft a deck that does a bunch if it is.
I don't know. I'm fucking stoked for this set. I'm sure you've noticed the fact that I just cannot shut up about it. And I've been deeply, deeply excited every single day of previews. And I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Soon to hear. Yeah, it's been a hard one to sit on. I'm just
saying,
what are people gonna
Dragonlance.
think?
Where's my Dragonlance? That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, if it's popular, right? That's the hope, is that we can
Right.
return to other Dungeons and Dragons themed lands. And yes, Dragonlance is the one. I didn't even know Dragonlance had anything to do with Dungeons and Dragons. I've read all of those books and love it, and would kill for a Rasslin card. So, or middle school Alex who thought he was edgy would kill for a Rasslin card.
Right.
But yeah, so that it's really exciting. Yeah, hats off. It's all this stuff is really cool, and yeah, it kind of the Shivam's point of if you were to pick, if I were to list okay, what are the 5 things even me knowing about Dungeons and Dragons I would expect from that set? D20s, dragons, dungeon crawling mechanics, and then the classes and tribes based on that or the things, and you hit all those out of the park. So I'm super hyped. One last time before signing off, if each of you could please shout out where people can find you on the internet. And for those who are watching this on the YouTube channel later, if you want to check out this stuff live and ask questions and chat or hang out, we do this every Monday night at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is always a blast. But first off, Jules, where can people find you on the internet?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Jules Robbins. That's Robbins with 1 B. And occasionally you'll see an article from me on the Daily MTG site.
And Shivam?
Yeah, I'm Shivam. You can find me on Twitter at GearBootyGears. You can find my podcast, Casual Magic, every Tuesday night. This week's episode is going to feature Kyle Hill, aka Sci-File, the
We love Kyle.
hardcore commander player. That he's like super CDH level, Josh Lee Kwai level type commander player. So that's a real fun discussion. And I'm on Twitter literally every day of my life for the rest of my life, forever.
I feel that. I feel that thoroughly.
Because there's just stuff to talk about every day.
Yes.
Yeah. There's the Magic content creation game has Twitter always a going.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean, like it's so freaking Sheldon Menery was like, Shivam, maybe you need to take a Twitter break, and I'm like, I can't. My livelihood depends upon it. I would love to take a Twitter break. I would, but it's just not a thing. Yeah.
and a few last shots. Also, if you want, I am on Shivam's podcast at one episode. So if you want more me, which I don't think anyone needs more of what they already versus what they have, you can check that out if you look up the podcast. And
Yeah, you were, and Ben Bateman was. Ben Bateman was in, I think, even episode like 1 or 2.
I was on the first. I think I was like on the first one.
You were my first guest, Ben.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really fun.
Yeah.
it was yeah, we were like I think you had like scheduled both of us early on, and then it was like
And then you went to Hong Kong and never came back.
I just basically like it was the pre-COVID moment where I basically was in town for a total of 3 days. I flew 90,000 miles before March 15th, and then never sat an airplane again. And yeah, it was wild. But
Yeah,
I eventually got
so
on.
Ben is on episode 2, Kessler's on episode 57.
Yeah, it took a whole year and 6 weeks.
It took a year and a pandemic.
Yeah. So you can follow. We have the new podcast. This today we released a whole episode going over the new set, Magic in the Forgotten Realms, as well as all the mechanics, how we think they apply to Modern, as well as kind of just hyping up all the different packs, like the different packs you can open. And now that me and Ben have gotten a chance to open a bunch of them, you can check those out. So check out that episode, link below for people watching this on the other channel. And thank you both of our guests for joining. Make sure every Monday night we do this at 7:30 PST. We have a few TikTokers on next week. We'll announce that later this week who's on once we get it 100% confirmed. Thank you everyone in chat for freaking out. Thank you Suge Knight for the bits, and Ben last. You get all the last shout outs. You get because you got music stuff happening.
I do indeed. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I am going to be touring in November. I hit the road on the 28th of October. I have 12 shows, 2 in LA, 10 in all over the country. Everywhere starts in Denver is the first show. I got Austin, I got New York, Chicago, Columbus, Seattle. It's going to be awesome. I've got an album that'll be coming out around then, and a bunch of songs, 2 that are out already. My second single just came out, and tickets have been on sale for a week. I've sold 100 tickets nationwide in the first week, so I'm really excited about that. Go check those out. You can find them in the link in the description for all of our videos on our YouTube. So yeah, very excited about that.
Cool.
Thanks.
Cool. Anything else, everyone? Oh, Shivam is upside down.
Thanks for having us.
Perfect. Thank you guys for coming on. We'll talk to everyone next week. Bye, everybody. We are rating MTG Nerd Girl in the process in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Put a bunch of baby O's in the chat there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rating.
Yuck.
And we are...